What's up, agents, and welcome to a very cinematic start to the video where we're going to be taking a look at the new Reliable. It's an LMG and lots of people have put it in my comments section since we've been taking a real look at LMGs since the TU20 boost that they've had, and the new Reliable is not alone with that. As you can see here, it's had a 20% damage buff, so we're definitely going to have a look at it. We've statted it up, we've done the stats for the burst and sustained DPS so we know what we're looking at. And yeah, let's get into it. Just before we do though, if you want a chance at winning Skull and Bones on Ubisoft Connect, be sure to subscribe, like and comment down below. And if this video hits 500 likes, we will be giving away one copy to one lucky person. So let's get straight into it. So we are out and about, we are at Grand Washington Hotel, and before I really look at the stats and and go through all the build and things like that, we're just gonna give it a go and see what it's like. I think it's pretty obvious really that you should probably run this with strikers, and the reason I say that is because it has weapon handling on already, so you're just gonna make that even better really. The reload speed is rapid, it reloads literally like an assault rifle. Yet it's got 66 in the mag as well. I'm purposely trying to move here at the same time, so that the aiming gives me a real true feel. But it is so laser beaming, so laser beaming. I have no idea.
Get to the atrium.
Shit. Saints here.
The who now?
Hyena.
Who with the what?
Real unpleasant. We need to kill this asshole.
Let's try some distance play here.
Serious trauma.
Oh, pay more attention to that sniper. I mean, I'm very impressed. Very impressed.
Take the stairs to the right of the elevators and work your way up.
Let's just do one more room. Let's kind of concrete them feels. I need materials. All these videos are costing me a fortune. I've got to start ripping everything. I usually just run past things for quickness to make the video as quick as possible, but it's beginning to cost me a fortune in materials. This thing's crazy accurate. Crazy accurate. I only have to be near the head, and I feel like I'm a headshot master. Good at popping packs as well. Distance is really good. We have got that problem. I mean, we got him in cover. That's we got the age-old LMG issue that we put things, we suppress things. I mean that's give or take, right? Depends how you look at it. It's good for people who want to take it a bit slower. It's gonna be good as part of helping your team. Like, he's suppressed and we're still tagging him. But the playstyle isn't for everybody when it comes to LMGs, that's for sure. Alright, so I am very impressed. This thing is an absolute animal with the cool bang skin. Right, so let's throw these stats up on the screen first of all before we look at the build. You can see here my burst is, I've got the head and body burst DPS and sustained DPS at the top right hand side, and you can kind of see with the body crit what kind of crit we should be getting up to. A million on a body crit when strikers gets to the top end, and a head crit will be 1.5 million. So So some serious damage, and that head burst damage is huge. It's nearly 16. That is absolutely crazy. Nearly 16 million there. That is absolutely insane. That is a lot of damage for a gun that isn't necessarily running a damage talent. Well, it isn't running a damage talent. So if we had a look at it itself, the new reliable, you can see here I roll critical hit chance on the bottom, but with running strikers, I probably could have rolled rate of fire on there as well. It would have been very similar, and you probably just will kill things a little bit quicker. So that's up to you if you roll critical hit chance or a rate of fire on there. Don't go with DTA, because what you'll notice is when you all kill any chungers, dogs, red bars or anything like that, you'll just kill so much slower. There'll be a significant drop off. So my advice would be critical hit chance or rate of fire. And then we've got 30% weapon handling on here, which is crazy. I put crit chance, the rounds and crit chance in the mods. And the reason we're going to look at this, and the reason I just ran this just with strikers, right, is because we get another 15% weapon handling, right? So the combo is giving us 45% weapon handling. We don't have to go into cover. We don't have to do anything for that. We are just getting it, which puts the reload speed at 2.1 seconds. You know, so that is way, way out of LMG territory, and it comes way, way down into pretty much almost assault rifle area. That's pretty crazy. Offhand, I just ran my Scorpio and my pistol, so do whatever you want there. And I did mix things up a little bit. If you run more in a group, it might be nicer to run a Coyote's mask and forget about these gloves. But the reason I went with these gloves is just for a little bit of extra deeps, right? We've got 10% LMG damage, weapon damage, damage to armor, and that should have been critical hit damage. So big boo-boo there with the build that I can't change. What? There we go. So we're going to put that on now, just so you get the right feels. So contractor's gloves should be weapon damage, damage to armor, and critical hit damage. Then I got myself a Group O chest, giving us 15% critical hit damage, weapon damage, crit hit chance in the mod slot, with my favorite talent, Obliterate, which is really, really nice. And then just 4-piece strikers, because the strikers, like I said, add into that weapon handling with the 2-piece bonus. Then we get a rate of fire bonus, and you could make that 20% if you rolled rate of fire on the bottom of the gun. Strikers gamble, weapon damage, and crit damage. Looking at the backpack, pretty much the same. Crit chance and crit damage in the lower attributes, with obviously weapon damage. The holster, weapon damage, critical hit chance. And with the knees, weapon damage, critical hit damage. But essentially, you build into as close to 60% critical hit chance as possible with this one, because we don't have the Coyote's mask, and then everything else into critical hit damage. Banshee pulse, because it's just really great in this situation, and I wanted to be active and you know, much less static. Otherwise, we could have thought about putting on Striker's gloves and perhaps running the exotic knees, I forget the name now, that give you damage, but will give you a blue core as well. If we then go with the stats, we're at 58.5% crit chance, 132% critical hit damage, and 85% headshot damage. 8% damage to armor as well, that we are getting from the gloves. And that's really going to be it for the video. It's just an all-round good build. The gun itself could quite easily fit on a bunch of, you know, different builds. I'm super impressed with it. It is like getting the, you know, the advantages of an LMG, but with the advantage of an AR kind of mixed together. The knees I was talking about with the Sawyer's knee pads, you could put them bad boys on if you wanted to play much more static. But yeah, the build's great, but we were here to talk about the new reliable, and this thing's super nice. It's 159k. I've got no expertise on here yet either at all, and it's such a laser beam. So if you want to play more laser beamy, you fancy an LMG build, I would definitely go for this now. There's a lot of power in this baby. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe so that you get your chance at winning the Skull and Bones Deluxe Edition. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support recently, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, agents.